Hello, welcome to Concert Opera of Greater Chicago. We have some more Lucrecia Borgia for you. For this video, we have a Scena and duetto from Act 1. Let me tell you a little bit of what has been happening before we get to the Scena and duetto. Gennaro, our tenor, has defaced the coat of arms of the Borgia family. With the hilt of his sword, he has obliterated the B so that now instead of Borgia, it reads Orgia, orgy. Now follow me closely here because if you get confused, it's not my fault. Duke Alfonso d'Este, the ruler of Ferrara, is married to Lucrecia Borgia. He believes that Gennaro is Lucrezia's lover. Lucrezia does not know that Gennaro has been arrested by the Duke for this crime. Gennaro does not know that Lucrezia is his mother. Don't you love opera librettos? Here we are in a beautiful hall in the palace of the Duke. And we find him plotting with his servant Rustighello. He asks him, "Have you brought the prisoner?" "Yes, he's waiting in the dungeons. At my signal, you will bring him in, and in the next room you will find 2 jugs of wine, 1 silver, 1 gold. Depending on which signal I give you, you will bring one of them in. Do not be tempted to drink from the golden one, because it contains Borgia wine. It's poisoned." Lucrezia comes in completely outraged. "Have you heard the news? Someone in broad daylight has dared to deface the coat of arms of my family." The Duke replies very calmly, "I know. How can you sit there and take this insult to your wife? I demand that the man be caught and that he be put to death in front of me. And I ask you as your wife and as the Duchess of Ferrara to give me your word of honor that you will do this." Alfonso swears on his honor that he will do this. He has the prisoner brought in. Imagine the horror of Lucrezia when she sees that it's Gennaro, her son. She tries to convince the Duke that there must be some mistake, that this is not the man. Gennaro, being a tenor, makes it much worse. He confesses. He says that it's him, and he's ready to face the consequences. Lucrezia begs the Duke for a private audience, and that leads us into the duet. This is one of the best pieces of music in Lucrecia Borgia, this duet between husband and wife. It starts civilly enough between the two of them, Lucrezia trying to convince Alfonso to show mercy, and Alfonso saying, "No, I give you my word, and I cannot break my word, not even for you." Why do you hate this man so much? Why do you hate Gennaro? Why? Because you love him, and he's your lover. I followed you to Venice, where you followed him, and I know that he's your lover, and he will die. Then the gloves come off, and Lucrezia says, "Don't forget that you're my 4th husband, and don't forget that I am Lucrecia Borgia, and that Lucrecia Borgia can make you pay." The Duke answers, "I don't forget who you are. I know perfectly well who you are, but remember that here in Ferrara, I am the law." This is the duet between Alfonso and Lucrezia. I hope that you like it. Thank you.
Tutto è seguisti, tutto il prigioniero qui preso attende. Guarda, a quella in fondo segreta sala, della statua a piedi della mio, riposti a mali schiude, questa ora ti amen. Ivi l'argento un vaso, e un don vedrai, nella propinqua stanza, ambo di reca, ne desio ti tempi, fece dal mio tetto a forza da genio armata. Creder posso, io spero, d'ondio mertai questo rigore estremo. Capitano, appressate.
Io
Un temerario osava testé di giorno al tuo palpalagio con man profana cancellar l'augusto nome di Borgia. Il reo si cerca,
il reo non è costui,
con del sapete.
egli era stamane altrove, al conde suoi compagni commissario.
Non è ver, l'udite, siate sincero, e dite se il re voi siete. Uso a mentir non sono, che della vita stessa più caro l'onor mio. Dunque Alfonso, il confesso, il reo son io.
Misera me,
Vidi ieri la mia ducal parola.
alcun istante favelor del segreto, Alfonso io bramo. E secondo piacere,
Soli noi siamo. Che chiedete?
chiedo, o signore, dico il giovane ileso alla vita.
Come dianzi cotanto rigore la vostra è sì tosto sparita.
Fu capriccio che giovane mora, giove tanto perdono io.
La mia fede vieni o signora, la mia fede giammai fallirà.
Don Alfonso, favore viene, voi mi date, o sovrano, a consorte.
Chi v'offese il